Hey y'all, this is Kamaya. So do y'all know when y'all realize that y'all been delaying something off or procrastinating to do something or to take something, and you just realize you know what, I can't keep procrastinating this, or I can't keep on laying this off over and over again, because it's just to the point where you don't really want to procrastinate anymore because it's it's part of the reason. It's kind of like delaying you from like getting being where you want to be or getting to where you want to get to. So I've delayed one of my classes. I've been delaying one of my classes, Social Work 360, or delaying taking any social work classes because I can't really take any other social work classes until I take Social Work 360. But I've been delaying that just because I had a bad experience with one of the professors, and one of my classmates, she was like, maybe you should retake the professor. Like, she's hard on her students, but that's only because she wants the best for her students and stuff like that, which I understand that, but I don't know if I'm willing to take this professor again just based off of how she treated me and just based off of my experience. I know it's probably nothing personal, whatever, but I don't know. Taking it leaves you vulnerable to the fact that you could have you could have that same exact experience with that professor again, and I just don't want to. I don't want to take that chance and I don't want to take that risk. So I'm most likely probably not going to take her again, but I will take a different professor for that class. But all in all, I'm going to stop delaying it. And the reason why I've been delaying it is because this particular course is actually a writing intensive course. And if you don't know what that means, a writing intensive course is a course where um like is where you don't have to write a lot of essays, but it's a 3 to 4 hour course. So it's like 3 to 4 hours once a week, and because it's once a week, it's 3 to 4 hours. It requires you to write critically and to think outside the box and to expand your writing skills and writing abilities. And yeah, it includes discussion boards, quizzes. You need to read the book, um, and yeah, you need to read the book. You need to get the book. And you need to read the book, like really read the book. You need to ask any questions that you have about the book or the lecture. You need to participate in class, and you actually you really you dead ass can't go to class and not and just sit there the whole entire time. You actually have to participate in the class and the readings, what you learned from the readings, what's your opinions on the readings, the discussions and everything like that. You actually have to put work into these type of classes. These are the type of classes where you can't take and just skim through it thinking you're gonna pass. You have to participate. You have to do really good on your writing, on your you have to do really good on your essays, which are research based essays. You have to do really good on them. And then you have to do really good on your poster/presentation. You also have to do good on your quizzes and your discussion boards. And the quizzes and discussion boards, it's not, I don't think that's hard because the quizzes are based on the readings and the discussion board is probably most likely also based on the readings. But the hardest part of the class is probably the essays, because the teacher grades your essays very harshly. She makes you feel like like if you're the type of person who's naturally good at writing and you think you can write very well, she will have you thinking that she will have you rethinking your whole writing career. She will have they will have you thinking that your writing is shit. You can't write for shit. They will have you literally thinking like that because they tear your paper apart, just bro, they tear your paper apart. So that's probably going to be the hardest part of it. And then you have exams which are written note exams. It's like open note exams. So you have exams that are open note which you can take, but again, um the exams are not that easy as it may seem. They are, but at the same time, if there's some stuff on exams that you don't know, um and that was learned in class, you actually have to those are things you have to ask the professor about and talk to the professor about and everything like that. But I just decided that I'm not going to delay taking this class anymore because I feel like it's delaying me from taking any of my other social work classes, and I really want to do social work, so I have to buckle down and everything like that. Like I feel like it's not as hard as I'm making it out to be or making it seem. It's just that I feel like because of my experience with the teacher, is my experience is clouding my judgment of like the actual of how the actual class will be or how the actual class is like, you know, like it just because, you know, some professors are harsh graders, but that doesn't mean that every professor is a harsh grader. But it's not even about that. Like I don't really, I mean, that's their job to be a harsh grader. Like that's why they became a professor. Like that's their job. But I'm just gonna. But yeah, I've been delaying that class, so I'm taking on my fears. Like I'm taking, and it's weird that like taking a class is your fear, but it's that's not. It's just that the fear of the fear of me taking the same professor again and actually having that same experience happen to me again, that's more so my fear. And I feel like I put my fear in the class as a whole in the same category, which is not similar, or it's not the same. It's not it should not be in the same category basically, because you know you have a class and you have a professor, you have to separate those two because they're not the same. Like they're not. But yeah, I got a lot of feedback on, you know, the social classes. It does take a lot of work, a lot of research. You do have to put a lot of effort and dedication just into getting a good grade in that class. But I feel like I'm just ready to take on my fears. Like I feel like yeah, it's hard. Like yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be hard because it's gonna require a lot of effort and dedication and going to the writing center and going to teachers' office hours. But it's just like if that's what I have to do, then that's what I'm gonna do because like I want to succeed. I want to excel. I want to, you know, get into my career path. And whether I stay on the path to getting my degree or getting a certificate, um, I just know that like I'm just ready. Like I'm just ready. Like I'm just ready to take these classes and to pass them and do well. Like even I'm not saying like every semester I'm gonna pass every class. Like that's what I would want. But even if I don't pass every class, you know, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep on going. Like even if I end up on academic probation again, that would just have to happen again because you know, like nobody's perfect. People fail classes. It doesn't mean that I won't graduate college. It may take me a little while longer, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. So with that said, my plan really is just to like take one because I was looking at tips on how to get a good GPA in college slash good grades in college, and a good tip that like I was watching videos on that and someone said a good tip about like take one hard class each semester and then a couple easy classes within the same semester and do that each semester. And I think that's what I'm actually going to do. Like for example, I'm not going to take social work, biology, and statistics in the same within the same semester because that's like that's a little bit too much, especially biology. Like I don't know, it depends on like your what you think you can mentally handle. Like some people can take biology, statistics, social a word writing intensive class, just all these type of classes together and pass them. But me, I'm not. It's not that I don't think I can pass them. It's just that I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself and do that because like in the scenario that I fail, I will be placed back on academic probation, or I will get a warning, and I'm not trying to go through that over all over again because I went through that once before. Like, and I'm finally back on track, and I'm not trying to get off track. So I'm gonna do what I think is best for me, which is not taking statistics, biology, or writing intensive course within the same semester. But I will take one hard class and one hard class and a couple easy classes. So for example, I'll take social work 360 and statistics. Actually, yeah, I could take them together because social work is not hard when you think about it. Like these classes are not hard. It's just that the research part of it and the writing aspect of it can be a little difficult. But I feel like if you go to your teacher's office hours and get help, it'll be much more eye opening and much more helpful, I guess. And statistics, I don't know. I've taken it before. I don't think it's hard, but I don't know. Really I can't say like I don't know. But I might take that during the fall. But I'm definitely taking social work 360 because I'm not delaying taking that anymore. So I'll take social work 360. And if I don't take statistics, then I'll take Spanish